Hello, YouTube, and it's more Arcane Mage Shenanigans. We're in Mark III version. Will I admit defeat if this one also goes, like 2 and 5? No, I'm going to keep going at this, but maybe we'll go to a different deck after this instead, and I'll go back to the drawing board and work on it. I'm slowly, merging Mark II and Mark I together. So, in that regard, Audio Splitter has come back into the deck again. Miracle Salesman have returned back to the deck again. Mes'Adune I did cut, but then put back in again because I really want to shoot for Vexalis, and Aggro Archivist is back at 2 again now. I have noticeably removed Savara. I found it too hard to play Savara, and instead I've gone for try and draw as many cards in a turn as you can with Luna. So I've lowered the curve down dramatically from what it was before, and I'm hoping that is what pays off. I think I will admit defeat if we lose 2 more in a row and drop Mes'Adune as well. And I think the 2 Aqua Archivists into Vexalis would be good enough. I just really wanted a tutor for Vexalis, but maybe the game plan is just to draw through your deck so much that it doesn't matter, right? You don't need the tutor, you're just going to draw your deck. The 0-cost spells from this as well are pretty good for Luna. So I think, logically, it kind of makes sense. Is it going to be consistent? I don't know. I have a good idea, though. Anyway, Mark III, here we go. The other slight problem it's having is that Dragon Druid is extremely popular right now, and he makes the light shows so much worse. There's probably a shout again to go from light shows back to Arcane Bolts as well. It also doesn't like super aggro decks, but the light shows are better versus this. It's like, if I knew I was just playing against Druid, I'd put Arcane Bolt in. If I knew I was just playing against Paladin, I would put in the light show as I've got it. I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. By the way, Pelican Dive is also in the deck, I forgot to mention. Good old 1-mana 4/1 Dormant Rush. Not going to be good in this matchup, though. Debatably shouldn't have played it, but hey ho. Here we are. Now, the way I'm going to do this, I'll put 2 threats on the board. What are you going to do about it? Which one are you going to trade? The drawer or the 4/1? The drawer. Alright. Now, what will you do if I put another gold panel on the board? They'll probably just do the trade, so you know what? I'll do the trade first. And I think I Finley this. I didn't play Finley at all during the last 7 games, the last iteration of this deck. I drew 2 of the same cards, that's funny. The reason I played it is that I'm really trying to fish for Luna, Aegwynn, and Vexalis, and Mes'Adune. They're the 4 big cards. Well, there's Luna. So I played Aqua then because I think I might try Luna next turn, but we'll see. I'd probably feel happy if I did it on 6 instead. But this means if I draw the Elemental Aqua Archivist, I can play it for 0 and keep the Luna combo going. Hand of Adal. I will make a trade with you. I will offer you my audio splitter. And a snake in your boot. I don't super want the Solid Alibi Mark II, but maybe I'll need it. Alright, that's the second Hammer of Wrath, so this is pure Paladin. Ah, a light show. Okay, I'm willing to run the numbers. I forgot I had to initiate the chain. I hate you. It's fine. Paladin doesn't have 4 damage quick answer, right? Smile. Nope, that's one of them. At the very least, it was understated minion that drew a card. I can live with it. And it had the potential to be so much more. Okay, I need to start playing some of these solid alibis, so let's do it. You know what? I will play you. I wasn't going to, but you know what? I will. If you want to trade, so be it. I'd rather have the tradable for next turn. Because next turn I'm playing Solid Alibi again. And then what? Do nothing? I could also have Lethal in this guy at this rate. Okay, Solid Alibi is probably the play again, so let's put this back in the deck.
Remember this day.
That was a misplay, by the way. He's not going to get the lifesteal now, but whatever. Hit solid as well. Well, you know what, with this board state. Yeah, I know. It was. The question is, do I let him heal for 10? I think it's fine. I don't think it changes the mass that much from what I want to do. I am beginning to notice I'm lacking some draw again. And where am I getting the draw from? Nowhere. I guess it's stargazing. Okay, he's gone wide and tall. That's a bit of an issue. We did burn his aura. I need Vexalis. Specifically Vexalis. And then we can do something. Otherwise, I have to start gazing a rewind.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Well, that ain't it, Chief. I might need another one. This is so stupid. Currently, this is just annoy the opponent into conceding, Mage. Whilst I keep popping Divine Shields. Alright, I need more draw in this deck. Turns out it's not fine for Luna to do absolutely nothing. I can't. I would die. But at the same time, hang on a minute. I do have a Stargazing in the deck. I have no other arcane spells in the deck, so there's no point in rewinding a Stargazing because there's nothing in the deck.
My calculations are correct.
Which means I still need Vexalis. Hello, Vexalis. I don't think this matters, though. I think we're still going to come short. Let's see how much damage we do, though.
Not enough mana.
Not enough, it turns out. Alright. Not a good showing. What have we learned? We learned that you can't replace... Well, actually, what we've learned is if you're going to play Luna, you have to get value off Luna. Which kind of means I need to play Silvara again. Because that's the only way I can get drawn into the deck. That isn't a card. Or we just accept that I'm wrong and we do need draw in the deck as another card, and we just have to look it out with Rewind. Maybe that is the route we take. Alright, YouTube, I'm going to pause it for you, and I'm going to come back with new Mark III deck. Should probably call it Mark IV, but... Big changes! I have decided to call it Mark IV Arcane Mage. This time, light shows have gone. We've taken out the big 6-drop Elemental. The only big cards in the deck now are Vexalis, Aegwynn, and I put a copy of Volume up in, just in case I need a little bit of extra draw. To keep my Arcane Spell, pool, as small as possible, I've then dropped all the light shows, and we're just running Stargazing Rewind as Arcane Spells now. So Stargazing will always... No, an Arcane Bolt, sorry. So Stargazing will either find me damage or draw, or pseudo-draw in the case of Rewind. I've then thrown in a Heatwave as well, so I'm getting more and more spells into this deck, which is going to, make my Rewind pool potentially worse, but maybe that is acceptable. Heatwave will give me the AoE damage I need. It's also pretty cheap. And as I said, it won't be classified as Stargazing, which is reasonable. I've still got Dryscale Deputy. Thalnos has come back into the deck again. He's in, he's out. He shakes it all about. He's draw, he is spell damage. That is good enough for me. And all of this has drastically reduced my curve even more. So hopefully next time we play Luna, we can cast more than one card. Also, I think the volume makes a big difference to the draw situation. We might want to try 2, but the problem with 2 is if I ever duplicate that spell, I'm probably going to have too much draw. And I'm always worried that if I get Stargazing into that, then I'm potentially going to draw 8 cards. It's a very unique situation that will cause that to happen, but there's a lot of stuff in this deck I don't want to mill. Okay, a silly Demon Hunter.
Legion's rage pale.
I probably don't want Heatwave in hand, would be my guess. And I probably don't want Arcane Bolt in hand. I think we mill for cards that draw cards. Or I guess cards that keep me alive. I hate you. Why did I give you 5 stars? It's actually kind of sad. This Heatwave card didn't see play in the Highlander Mage decks that I've seen. They're actually using Fire Sale instead. I thought they would use this instead of Fire Sale, but I guess they valued consistency over the mana cost. I'm just going to jam Panna on the board. It's going to be so hard to keep this on the board versus what I presume is Naga Demon Hunter by the fact they led with Mistake.
I'm rich.
Oh, interesting. It turns the card gold.
If 3 rights make a left.
My blood.
Wow, they're going to leave the Panna up. Or... they are just going to smoke in face. You know what? I'm happy we've got a Heatwave now. Draw me a card, please, good Panna.
I'm rich.
How have I not noticed it turns the card gold? By the way, this is just pure aggro Demon Hunter. So, in theory, this is probably the worst matchup I could hope for. Right, we'd probably like Alibi here. We're taking too much damage. However, the most I'm probably taking... well, actually, that's not true. The most I'm probably taking next turn is 12.
I smell gold in their water. Keep on panning.
I knew I'd copy volume up. As soon as I said, like, it's probably going to be too much draw, I knew we were going to get a duplicate of it. Anyway, next turn will probably solid Alibi into something, assuming we're alive. They might choose to leave the Pannas up. We want to play a lot of cards next turn. I might even have to burn Match's Apprentice and start like a pseudo combo. Okay, I expected that as part of the damage numbers when I said 12. So we are going to take 12. Kind of an insane draw as well, to be completely honest with you. But whatever. I'm going to draw 3 cards. So this is fine.
Fins where I can see.
They'll probably trade this turn.
Keep on panning. Keep on panning.
The only problem I've got now, which might be rectified by Rewind, is that I need 1 more mana to at least consider starting the combo. I think another card as well that would copy the Apprentice would be pretty good. But I think because of the, you know, the past issues with apprentices that discount spells in Mage, I think the Hearthstone team are very careful about printing cards that say, like, copy a minion in Mage. They tend to be pretty goddamn good. Alright, so I have to use you... Ooh, actually, didn't consider Heatwave. Heatwave and risk getting smoked in the face. I think I can risk it. How much damage realistically is that deck going to do? I mean, it's Demon Hunter. They could do like 20. The benefit of using this is I get to keep 2 mana. The benefit of keeping 2 mana is I can play 3... I guess I could play Dry Scale with it. Let's try it.
Break it, you buy.
Fiends wear seal and the snake in your boot.
I'm not throwing away my shit.
Oh my god, they have got the Naga package in it as well. You think Armor Vendor's unnecessary? Maybe. I know this is rich coming from me, but their deck was so bad. They basically drew the perfect aggro opening for non-Naga Demon Hunter, and then drew perfectly into Naga Demon Hunter afterwards. To be fair, I died whatever I did there. Even if I Solid Alibi'd, I would have lost. But yeah, I think I need the armor, because the armor with the Solid Alibi is, you know, it's better, right? It still allows me to take more hits, because eventually Solid Alibi, you will die even with it up. Assuming you're taking, you know, 7 damage a turn. So 8 armor in the total of the deck means I take another wave of attacks, potentially. That's kind of the logic behind it. A Shaman. I'm not counting it. The other logic why I don't mind giving my opponent armor as well is I think, in theory, if I can set up this combo that I'm trying to set up and get the deck refined to do it, I will do more than 38 damage in the combo. I've not, like, ran the math yet of what the upper limit is.
Dawngrasp versus Tavish. You got any loot on you?
You have much to learn.
But I think it's pretty high. Right, we'll keep Apprentice but not Rewind. Finley. The question then also then becomes, like, what 1-drop would you put in the deck instead of Armor Vendor? It'd probably have to be something that gives me more survivability. And there's not a lot of 1-drops in there. I should sit down at some point and calculate the theoretical damage. It's like, it's 2 bolts from Wyrm, 2 bolts from the deck. I mean, it's so hard to calculate because if you played Aegwynn, then it's more and stuff like that. I can't use you right now, but I might honestly flip my hand into my deck. So, we might be able to do Heatwave later. Alright, it's Cleave Hunter. Yeah, this hand kind of stinks. A little bit. Not too much. It doesn't contain one of the key cards, though, that I want. Okay. Overall, I think this was better. It's a bit of a shame I drew both Stargazings, but it's not the end of the world. In fact, no, it's not a shame. It's pretty good to have both Stargazings. I'm really looking for Vexalis, but Okay, it's not Cleave Hunter, it's Arcane Hunter. And then this is the problem of putting more spells in my pool. I didn't get any of the cards I particularly wanted. Rewind. Solid Alibi. I think we want Rewind out of these.
You simply lack perspective.
Guess who?
Man, I've not seen the Arcane Hunter deck for a while. It wouldn't be Ice Trap, would it? 3, 6, 9. I guess we test for it.
You simply lack perspective.
Nope. So it's probably spend all your mana in a turn. Or cast a spell.
The snake in your boot.
Therefore, I will not spend all my mana this turn. Okay, one of them is Cat Trap now. Oh, the Secret Helper. Kind of useful. Am I at the point where I feel like I need a Solid Alibi already? You run Arcane Artificer. I could put that back in the deck now, actually, because I've taken out the elemental that copies elementals, which was the reason I took it out. Okay, that is a shout. That's a consideration. Okay.
One dose solves any problem.
I need to cast a spell. I'll cast a Rewind. Probably shouldn't have done it that way. You know what? I'm already regretting things. But this can kill that. It leaves me a mana. It's okay, it's just this is going to be a pretty dead card in my hands. But maybe it won't be. Maybe I'll get the mana discount. And then I'll be able to play Volume Up or something. I don't know.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Interesting timing. Should have played that one, because otherwise they can see I played one copied from the other card. Alright, I kind of need to burn some cards from my hand here. But not be completely non-productive in doing so. Which is actually surprisingly hard. In fact, I think I throw a Heatwave away. Oh, I spent... Well, it's fine. I spent all my mana, I forgot. Whatever. I'm at turn 8 now, I can deal with this. I say. Nature, Frost, and Fire, right? It's Hunter, it's fine. They have arcane spells, right? Alright, just need a discounter, or a duplicator. And the fun times, I think, can begin. There's no spell... Well, there's no spell counter in Hunter. There is Catrick. Hey, I wouldn't mind that Heatwave now. But I can find it from Rewind. Okay, now I need to play Solid Alibi basically every turn I don't go for the combo. Otherwise I lose. Luna into Rewind. I think I can hold off. In fact, I think I should hold off.
If my calculations are correct,
Yeah, that's fine. Order! Could have saved myself 1 damage. Okay. I feel like this is more sensible what we're doing now, though. Gonna break the weapon charge now.
the future is ours. Behold the tools of
Jesus.
creation.
The game just hates me. Alright, well... I'm gonna be dead if I don't either gain armor. I mean, I just have to do this. Sandbag another turn. There's no way they don't have 2 damage in hand.
Of creation.
Oh, and I did get another draw that way. I forgot the card goes to the right. Okay, we drew 2 cards. It's kind of why I didn't want to run Aegwynn in this deck. They miss lethal as well, by the way.
Sharp arrow. Sharper.
Yeah, they miss lethal. If they traded and played Astalor, which have got his tier 3, and didn't hit me with the weapon or the button, I die. Actually, with the weapon. So, arguably, if we get out of this, we've been lucky. I don't think we'll get out of it, though. The deck is so reliant on Vexalis, isn't it? You're gonna leave this up? That's crazy talk. Actual throwing is what we're witnessing here.
I'm ready to be just like you.
Hey, the game is now winnable.
Creation.
Do I think it's gonna be motion denied? You know what? I need to play around it. Yeah, I thought so. Scum.
Behold the tools of creation. Behold the tools of creation.
The snake in your boots.
Behold the tools of creation. Behold the tools of creation.
I can't see the health! Move the tooltip! No, there's no more spells in my deck!
Turn to nothing.
Paid.
Turn to nothing. Armor! Armor! Lightly use armor!
Well, we might have lethal still. We'll see. So I did need Vexalis or Thalnos. Okay.
I have learned much from you. I need more study.
I know we're 0-3, but I swear it's getting better. We're refining the deck. Okay, I think there is a shout. You see, the... No, okay. I was going to say, I think there's a shout that there is a reason to put Mes'Adune in there to try and find Vexalis, but don't go down this line again. I think there is a shout, though, to drop Armor Vendor for Arcane Artificer, now that I've removed the Elementals. Although, actually, there isn't, because they get in the way of the Aggro Archivist. So, scratch that. There isn't a shout for it. I still think I can't run it. One drops, though, that can keep me alive. A bit longer. I can't use Bubble for the same reason. Emerald Sky Talon? 2 damage. Glacial Shard frees someone, but it's an elemental again, so I can't use it. It's funny how, like, these small tribe effects, like, drastically change things. I don't want Sludge either, because that's going to mess up my deck. I could try Slither Spear again, but again, we're looking for one big burst of spells. Voodoo Doctor. No, I think Armor Vendor is fine. It's guaranteed 4 armor for the opponent as well. What I just need to make sure next time is that I get a spell damage effect off, and then we can kill them. Oh, there's the dex win rate, 33.3. Perfect.
Let the hunt begin.
You have much to learn.
I think this is close to the best hand they can hope for. It's always saying in a deck when, like, you look at your hand and go, this is my best outcome, and you're like, Okay, this is probably Cleave Hunter. I think I'd still prefer to play the Salesman here.
Solves any problem.
Alright, it's definitely Cleave Hunter. I just need to take as little damage as I can.
Love a little fiddle.
I think the panel would stay up. I mean, I know the answer to that, so you don't need to humour me.
I smell golden in their waters.
I might be too eager as well to burn the coin. Maybe that's the other thing I'm doing wrong. I can kind of see this as 1-2 taunt, because he's going to trade with it.
I'm rich! The living drop all kinds of things.
Alright, now I need my heat waves. Yeah. Trade you off. You should go back into the deck now. Okay, when I said I need the heat waves, I meant in like a turn. It's still fine. I appreciate that you turned up, so I won't complain.
Snake in your boot.
Armor! Armor! Lightly use armor!
It's still good against the 4/1s if he just throws them on the board. How many are coming on the board? All 3 of them. So we know that's a spell. So at the most, there's 3 minions in hand for the buzzard. I think this is the time to go for it. We'll intentionally pop it.
Solves any problem.
Now, one counter that our deck could do, that something like Sith Mage would struggle to do, we could almost run no minions. Alright, they're just playing this for laughs and giggles, I guess. Alright, we have Vex Atlas. You're still only 2 damage. I think it's worth burning them, though. Oh, it's so painful to burn them now. Because I've removed so much damage from this deck. Or potential damage. But I can't leave that thing up.
Calculations are correct.
Well, can I leave that thing up? Is the thing. Maybe I can. Maybe, just maybe I can. I keep duplicating volume up. Okay, I'm going to leave it up.
Sunset.
3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to cause me to overdraw. If I don't do it now, though, I'm just not going to do it at all. No! I was desperately trying to play it. God damn the animations in this game. I mean, I guess I sat there for like 8 hours. It's fine. Oh, wow. Camouflage Mount. Don't be Wind Fury.
An embarrassment of riches.
I knew it was going to be Heatwave. God damn it. I mean, I have to leave this up now. And just take it on the chin. It's fine. Break the armor. Yogamunda. Alright, we're dead. I think. Not quite, actually. As good to dead because Solid Alibi won't save me anymore. Alright, we'll just start playing cards and hope it works. They may have lethal, actually. Who knows?
Just like you.
I might have it. Alright, we did have it. Never mind. We're not dead. Oh my god. There's your win condition. Let's see Sif do that on turn 8. And by the way, the armor vendor saved me. I would have been dead without armor vendor. Wyrm Luna partner. Arguably, Luna is good enough to keep, I think. I think you're one of the 3 big cards for this deck. And this is probably as good as 1 and 2 as I can have. And it's Warrior, so Warrior might not be able to deal with a gold panel on 2. They probably can with the coin, though. Oh. Snap, it's control. Control taunt. Trade with it, I'm fine with that. Oh my god, they drew both Powderman in their opening hand. Alright, well, we're gonna have to do this the hard way as well, turns out. Don't have... Aww. Next turn they're gonna play, you know, the card. They're gonna double the stats of all the minions in the deck. So this is going to be bad times. The land of the bad time is incoming. I actually think I need to trade this to get the thing to trade it. Well, it's going to be a turn off for them next turn. Black Rock and Roll. That's the card I was trying to think of. So greedy! Anyway, we'll have Aegwynn instead. That's going to be our turn 5. Right, if we can draw Vexalis very quickly, there is a world where we still win this. You're running... Why did you fall? Well, I guess they've got Ignis. Okay, fair enough. So you have Aegwynn's effect. You wonder if they're going to play Black Rock and Roll. As soon as they played that, I forgot the elemental's name now, the Steam Elemental is it called? I knew it was Black Rock and Roll. The only time you ever, well, not quite the only time, but the major time anyone plays that at this rank, it's someone getting Black Rock and Roll out. Okay, we have to Luna next turn, almost certainly, unless we get specifically Solid Alibi. That is not Solid Alibi. 3-2, and I can't play Solid Alibi after it all. So we're going to take some damage. But I think I have to start drawing the cards now, so we're going for it. Have I played a spell yet? I haven't. Okay. The other way I can do this is Luna into Stargazing. Yeah, that's the way we do this. Because then I draw a card. And this is all going face.
Behold the tools of creation. The sun sets.
God damn it, you got its effect, didn't you? Wait, did you get its effect, or am I dumb? Who's got the effect of Aegwynn? It's Vexalis, right? So I should do nothing. Yeah, Death Rattle does something when it dies. Great tooltip. So these are going to do 5 damage each. What a choice of card again. I think I... No, I have lethal. I will admit I got a little bit lucky drawing Vexalis with the Aegwynn effect, but I deserved it.
I'm ready to be just like you.
Should have done Discovery first. So again, in theory, this wasn't like the super optimal play. I had 10 more damage on top of that. I had 50 damage in hand, so I think I can beat people from higher health pools as well than Sith, in theory. It's just consistency that's the issue.
Dawn Grasp versus Valera.
I make my own luck. You have much to learn.
I'll keep volume up in hand. I'll put Wyrm back in the deck, though. Or one of them, at least. I'm okay to tempo one out. I'm pretty content with this. Alright, what version of Rouge are we playing against? Concoction Rogue. Who'd have thought it? Are you running the well package and stuff with it, or have you chosen not to have fun on this day?
The snake in your bed.
Freedom and wait.
Ah, you are choosing to have fun. Interesting. I don't know how dry scale, depth, and volume up interacts. I was just thinking then. Am I going to draw 6 cards from volume up? I've got a funny feeling I am.
Armor! Lightly use armor.
You know what? Let's not find out.
Fins where I can see 'em.
This is fine. I think the first spell I get is going to be duplicated by Dry Scale. Then I'm going to draw 2 more and get a choice of the first one, the third one, and the fourth one. I guess I'll toss a coin. Or I'll draw another spell before that happens and we don't figure it out. So you're going to draw me 4, which will take me to overdraw territory. Which means I should 1 coin an Arcane Bolt to just burn a card. Okay. Oh god, that's horrible. I guess Heatwave might be the best card here for me. I was really hoping for an Arcane Spell here.
My calculations are correct.
again, in search of like a bit more consistency, we've created issues where the deck kind of feels a bit worse, I suppose. I mean, I had 2 Solid Alibis in hand as well, by the way, if you're saying, like, get another Solid Alibi. It's also Rogue, and they're probably running Renethal, not Renethal, Astalor in here somewhere, which you might bounce back at some point, so Solid Alibi is not quite as good versus Rogue. And that's kind of the logic I went with. We'll just... Stargazing was the next card. We'll just slowly burn through them. I'll just use the button and stuff instead.
Candle much lighter.
I also don't care about the Rogue Excavated Treasure. It's bad. Just actively bad. Draw 4 spells for 5 mana, is it, their treasure? I think they're all 5 mana. For 5 mana, you get 4 random spells that cost the same amount of mana that they normally cost, unless you excavate 8 times, which is really hard to do. In which case, in total, you'll get 8 spells for 0 that don't have a synergy with your deck. It's just so slow. They're already trying to, like, burn all the cards in their hand. They're like, shit, I can't get rid of my cards.
The snake in your boot.
Where did you buy it?
Kind of right now, I'm imagining Solid Alibi is going to be used versus their big well turn. But we'll see. That is annoying. I don't super care about you healing, though, because you're at 29 health. Therefore, I will leave it on the board. I play 1 minion, and I pass my turn. That's a spicy spell. Okay. Okay, you've got a hand issue again. Alright, you hit your own minion. But you've given it +1/+1. And then done 4 damage to it. And then you've got a random card, so you're going to overdraw next turn. Your next spell will cast twice, which is... was Innovate, fortunately for you, so you were able to play a card. Sadly, though, you don't get to use their effect. Alright, great. That's a good Convoke the Spirits there. A very familiar sight, to be truthful. And to be honest with you, I probably should have left those up on the board. Do I care if you draw cards? Not really. It's probably good for me, in fact. You've only got 9 cards left anyway. And you have to play 4 cards, basically, to play your treasure. I will admit, you've got a potentially huge test turn coming up here. Your hand is now full of sludge as well.
simply nothing.
Oh, don't do it. You get to see, you don't. And you know what? I'm not going to use the deck tracker to cheat that. I don't know if the deck tracker showed me.
My powers are never truly gone.
If this is the case, I need Vexalis. Oops.
Miscalculation.
Sure. Ah, here comes the well turn. Burning cards because they have to. Now they can't even burn the coins anymore because it turns into cards. Hey, I want that! Oh my god, they created another one of these guys.
Choose soon.
Don't shadow step the well. That's like negative value. So the game is kind of cheating me because I now know there's no arcane spells in the deck. So these are dead cards. Which means I think I should just play them to get them out of my hand. And honestly, hitting anything here is basically pointless. I'm kind of okay with them drawing cards. I guess this is the thing that's most annoying. This is so funny. If I draw Vexalis, I just instantly win. But like any other card, I mean, a small bit of issue. Luna would be an interesting draw.
Freedom and we.
Not lethal. And that ain't the card I'm looking for. Well, there is another way of doing this, but it's not great.
One dose solves any problem.
And we might still die.
I'm almost out of cards.
I raise, you fold.
Man, I don't know either of my apprentices, Luna or Vexalis. It's kind of unlucky. They have lethal. I wasn't paying attention.
I'm out of cards. Choose soon.
RNG'd predation to win. Alright, fair enough. To be fair, it was like a 1 in... I didn't see how many cards we had left in the deck. a 1 in like 9 or 1 in 10 chance of us winning the game. But come on, at least give me the chance to do it. Alright. This will be the last game of Hearthstone for the stream, and I'm switching to Dead Space 2 after this, just for some forewarning. I might take this back to the laboratory and go for version 5. I truly think there's a really good deck here. I just need to get the spells right.
You have much to learn.
I need to get the spells and the control right. I need to balance it a little bit better. I still don't feel like I'm quite there yet. I will admit, though, the volume up has felt nice. Odds of you killing this? Probably reasonable. Well, let's just jam it on the board anyway. It's so much like Peasant. It's like, just play this as quickly as you can and hope they can't deal with it. Or it'd be really annoying for them to deal with it. If you cause them to burn a coin to deal with it, I'm fine with this. If you burn a charge of Forge of Wills as well to deal with it, I'm extremely happy. Okay, they're not. Alright. Didn't expect you to just trade it one time. Alright, I'll take more draw. There's Vexalis. Would have been nice to see you last game. Also, why did this guy not turn this one gold, but this guy turned this one gold? I don't understand. It's probably a bug. Okay, Defile. Still, you used Defile on 2 minions with 3 health total. Win-win. I am as happy as the hypothetical Larry right now with how the start has gone. Oh, I was going to say, if I drew 2 Arcane Bolt, I'd have lethal, but I don't. I still have to wait till turn 8 for the Mana Thirst to get lethal. Ah, they positioned her on Heatwave. Or they did it by accident, I don't know.
Fins where I can see 'em.
Doop-a-doo. Just do some nice trades. I think since... oh, actually, I have Vexalis. Should I bomb Thalnos? Yeah, I can. Because I can see Stargazing potentially as 2 Arcane Bolts. There is a chance it goes wrong, though, because I've got volume up, in which case it won't work that way. It's fine. Oh, thank you. I'm at the point where I can burn a solid alibi here. I don't think quite yet. Two turns is where I need to get to.
You will not come closer.
Alright, that's face damage done now. Solid alibi time. Protect the face. Play one of these. And there's no reason to Heatwave either. So next turn I've got 20 damage. No. Very wrong. I've got 12 plus whatever comes from this damage.
You will not come closer.
How risky do I want to be? 5. 2. God, the math is so annoying. 5, 6, 7. So, actually, that is fine. I'm gonna let it ride one more turn. I'm pretty certain I've got a... It's volume up that's causing the issue now. The 2 rewinds would be lethal. The Arcane Bolt is lethal. I think it's a 75% chance of lethal. But why risk it? Because if I miss it, I die. Hello, Ingy.
Solves any problem.
I might as well keep pinging the face as well. That doesn't matter. No, I have lethal. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. I did have it.
Just like you.
Because I get 2 cards from the Stargazing, I'm guaranteed to get one that's not volume up. Whatever. I was just showing them that I could beat them anytime I want them. It turned out I also drew the Arcane Bolt, so we were fine. And again, this is effectively... Is it 24 damage? Because I get 2 casts of this, which would have given me 2 Arcane Bolts, which would have then cast twice. I'm pretty certain it's had 24 damage in it. What I'm trying to say is there is a reason to play this other than just Sith Mage. It can burst people down from a really high amount of health. Also, can I see the stats on this now? I didn't see it at the end of it. How do you use this? I think you can see that screen, but I can't see the screen. Let me full screen my preview window. I don't know what's going on. Why can't I see Firestone? But you can see Firestone. Okay, there we go. I've got it. How do I see what the win percentage of this was? It's in this, right? So yeah, it's at 57.14 from those 7 games. I don't know how that has a discrepancy from the 3 and 4, which should be on my version, because that's definitely not 57 point something. Oh, you know what it is? We changed the deck after 1 game and 1 person conceded and I didn't count it. So it's actually, it should be 50%. But you know what? It's an improvement. It's an improvement. Anyway, as I said, that is going to do it for the Hearthstone section. Also, it's going to do it for the YouTube episode that I'm recording at the same time. So, goodbye, YouTube. I'll see you in a future iteration of this deck.